the Rost Apocalypse, trying to find the right line at the beginning and then stop seeing for the entire...
But everything else is just that triple strategy. Something the Virtus Pro were maybe a little bit reluctant to move to whenever they could. Happy to pull it in with a Jeff.
Eye on that, giving them the extra sustain they can. They've got the Venom Jeff. Of course, Nevic's going to be having a lovely time. Virtus Pro did not play
control of the point. They don't need to overextend. They have great ultimates now that they're just sat on pretty much all 6 ready to go. There's no pressure on them currently. Vice is still trying to scramble whatever they can get, and whilst that Rage of Ultron was good to try to stem the bleeding for Vice, it's just Sparker cleaning up house.
This is exactly
Barry.
what we're used to. This is Barry. Hi, Barry.
Yeah. We're just, Nettie, sorry, we're naming your characters for you. Like, take it up with the bosses at Marvel, but you've got Feast of the Abyss diving in for Nevix. It feels, again, it's the how conservative these teams.
Virtus Pro finds absolutely nothing. Eternal Bond has to be used now. Vice are burning everything to try and create some momentum into the background as the Invisible Boundary comes out from Saipei to give them that sustain. It's Jeff still at the ready Simbark shenanigans, keeping the team topped up as Lugi is forced to wrap around, being chased down by Sparker.
Virtus Pro are so well positioned, and they're running triple strategies for one, but they're able to just farm up the strategist ultimate so quickly, so it's a little bit of a downside for Vice to be outputting that much damage and not get eliminations. You're just feeding the backline.
Portal roll out to make sure that they can try and get someone on Vice. Nice.
Really good for them now that they hit 20%.
They're already charged up, like you said. They're holding the point effectively. They have a Fade of Both Worlds. They have Invisible Boundary, all the defensive tools. But Ken, Invisible Boundary at the ready as well. Baby Bat, that she has that. Eternal Bond here for the extra stain. Oleg taking that once again. Galactic Legend, 1 by 1. Invisible Boundary
with a pick onto Sparker. But there's still, like, it's not only the fact that Vice are getting the picks, but look how much progression they're making onto actually taking this objective away from Virtus Pro. It's pretty much next to none.
Meteor M going to be blocked out completely, not finding any targets as they're holding on to the point. Missouri is trying to get onto the Strange to at least take someone off the board. The Gamma Squid's doing some damage, but they just can't.
Very keen on losing, but also lost, and is very...
Certainly a strategist season.
Working! It's still not working!
Sparker's on the hunt, on the rocket. We saw this in MRC, the rabid rocket hunting people down. Missouri falls, and even with all of this pressure, Vice can't seem to break it. Lugi has moved off the Angela and onto the Thorn to try and isolate people and also siege a little bit of range as well. Also retreat down to the low ground. Nevix has straggling prison waiting for the flank. Here comes the Omega Hurricane. Oleg looking for the target. There comes the straggling prison. Looks for a shark by 1. And while Angela's been abandoned, Wolverine is still Wolverine.
It's a good adjustment. It was like the 3rd character that Lugia wanted to switch over to, but better late than never. Able to at least break that first point hold and get a little bit more space on the point. And Virtus Pro may be thinking that, like, we had still a lot of ultimates to work with. Like, could that fight have gone a little bit better for us?
Drindro is hungry. 9 seconds to go. Ken has been the one to swap over to the Strange. They're going to try and portal in, but if Drindro can interrupt with the knockback, no, they take out the shark. He was trying to interrupt it with the knockback to prevent that portal coming, but they were able to catch him. Saipa falls. Suddenly, the numbers once again. It's over to the Magic. They don't even have the Doctor Strange for the team up. They're just giving it everything they can anyway for maximum backline dive to try and take out that triple strategist setup here.
Oh, it's pure whimsy from both sides, but the adjustments have come in for Virtus Pro to change things around a little bit. You've got the Venom, you've got the
feelable for them, and someone who can build up towards another ultimate and has a free revive so they can try and sustain the long term. A sacrifice in the short term for a better long-term sustain. As Knuten takes out Sparker, winning the hit scan duel. Here comes the dive. Oleg into the backline to try and make something happen, but the Invisible Boundary is sustaining them through it.
I mean, that was actually really well played from Saipei. The ultimate, the force physics, just a knockback to keep things going for Vice. As His last cliffhanger moments are actually going the way of Vice consistently.
If Vi had been able to get that It's Jeff onto Knuten, they could have removed the revives and maybe turned it around. But taking out Jeff removed even more healing off the point. The overtime is ticking down. Squirrel Girl is watching invested as they try to hold onto the point. Venom forced to swing away as everyone is full reinforcement, full.
Cool. The music music as well, just at the end of the map with the OT, the operatic singer. It couldn't have been better placed.
Have to just line up on the high ground. Finzi is trying to find anyone out of position. Awakening Rune to siege in from above, put the pressure. That's a big isolation onto what the Adam Warlock is forced to back away, but Fi will be the first to fall.
Sparker's almost just suppressive fire in the back, just farming up this ultimate as much as he can, and if he can get
the flank, trying to find anyone out of position, Knuten has to stay safe. They are the one key that can keep this going, but Omega Hurricane, it's taken down. Carbon Rival comes out, Knuten falls, but they can revive themselves. It's just in time. The fight keeps going. Eternal Bond from Baby Matt to delay this even longer.
It's still Virtus Pro, nobody's gone down, and whilst you've got the Eternal Bond that's allowed some space, a bit of a runway for Vice to run on earlier in that fight before ultimates were even expended, and then suddenly Sparker's like, alright, yep, final judgment time, gonna turn this one surprise pick into an actual team fight one, and Vice still got a while to wait before you're gonna see that portal back in play, but it's gonna be used in this next engagement after this one. It's Virtus Pro just sat on so much as well. Omega Hurricane's going to be the thing, and it's going right into that backline, carving through everybody.
With 2 minutes 38 to go, are able to claim map number 2, and they will move on in the upper.
Very good, looking strong. I guess the most surprising elements, really the only team from this week. So now